comedian Michelle Wolf delivered a monologue that many in the crowd, even those who hate Trump, which is almost everybody, thought was in poor taste. Here's part of it.
I actually really like Sarah. I think she's very resourceful. Like, she burns facts, and then she uses that ash to create a perfect smoky eye. Like, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's lies. It's probably lies. And I'm never really sure what to call Sarah Huckabee Sanders. You know, is it Sarah Sanders? Is it Sarah Huckabee Sanders? What's Uncle Tom but for white women who disappoint other white women? Oh, I know, Aunt Coulter.
Fox News chief national correspondent Ed Henry was, among many other things, including our friend, president of the White House Correspondents Association in 2012 and 2013. So he was in the position of running this dinner, hiring the entertainment, etc. You went on Saturday. What was your response?
I was appalled because, I mean, among other things, we invited Sarah Sanders to be our guest for dinner, essentially in our home. You know, this is our annual event. We being the Correspondents, and you know, she was insulted by this comedian. It went further than that. It was very personal. She seemed to be taking it very emotionally, you know, in terms of these attacks. You know, I mean, she was struggling to keep her composure, I think, Sarah Sanders, and she was consoled by a bunch of correspondents afterwards because it was so negative and so nasty. And it went beyond that. There were jokes about abortion. I kid you not. There was a joke along the lines of, don't knock it till you've tried it. And I saw people sort of gasping at that. And then this comedian said, yeah, knock it out, meaning the baby, you know, knock it out. People literally had never heard anything like this at one of these dinners. And so, look, I get that there are bigger issues in the country, but given the fact that all the attention of this dinner, we should issue a simple apology. It just says, this should not have happened to Sarah Sanders, the White House press secretary. And I've been getting a lot of feedback from people around the country saying, you know, who are anti-Trump, saying, why are you holding a comedian to a higher standard than the president? To which I say, I'm actually not. I agree that the president should be held to a higher standard. He's said some very outrageous and controversial things. There should be a higher standard, which is why we have elections. And he won the election. And if you disagree with him, if you know, vote him out, take him on.
But here's what the White House Correspondents Association can control: is the comedian who speaks
at their election, not a national election. The president of the association picked it, and picked somebody who's basically part of the resistance. And probably, you know, we should have figured out that this kind of thing was going to happen because this comedian wanted to make her name, and here we are talking about it.
So you ran the association when Obama was president.
Yeah.
What would have happened to you personally and to the association if the comedian had attacked Obama?
I thought about this for many long hours, and I picked Conan O'Brien because I think he's very talented, but also because I knew that he had to face his audience on Monday. And remember when Michael Jordan said years ago that he wouldn't endorse a Democrat in a big Senate race against Jesse Helms because he said Republicans buy sneakers too?
Yeah.
Well, Conan O'Brien may lean left, but he knows that Republicans buy sneakers too, and Republicans watch late night TV. And before the Kimmels of the world and all of this anti-Trump business, someone like Conan O'Brien had to face his audience on Monday night. And be fair. Take on the president, but be fair. And I thought if I picked somebody who got up there and did some of these kind of jokes we saw Saturday night and ripped President Obama in a very personal, negative way, Fox and the White House Correspondents Association would have paid a heavy price.
The Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department would open an investigation. And I mean, let's be honest. Ed, thank you.
Good to see you.
For that perspective.